What is up, YouTube? How's everybody out there doing today? I hope you guys are having a fabulous freaking day. This is going to be part 2 of the Move headache rack fabrication, possibly paint, possibly install. I don't know what we're going to do yet. The last point I finished at was what you're seeing right now, and I was a little bit confused on how some of these other pieces went together for my Duramax truck. I'll show you that here in a little bit. And these guys here, which I discovered where these go. So I'm also going to show you that as well. We're going to take this bolt out here. There we go, put that there. Go out here to the truck and I'll show you where these go and how they correlate to the headache rack. But here is the good old Duramax, guys. Let's get a nice little view of her. Oh yeah. That's a sexy truck. That is a sexy freaking truck. Obviously the headache rack's gonna go back here. So these guys here, what I'm gonna show you is these guys actually go down in this hole here, as you can see on the other side, and then get bolted fast. And then the headache rack sits down on top with some padding, and then these bolts go down and hold the headache rack in place. Now, I'll show you where I was confused because I lost the instructions. I don't know where the instructions were for this thing. I lost them a while back when I got this all together. Let's get this back in, that back in there so we don't lose it. So these bottom plates, I've already had this on the truck, so I know where these plates are positioned. In my case, on my beautiful 2001 GMC here, the slots go towards the front or towards the rear of the truck and towards the inside. So inside, rear of the truck facing, that's where they position themselves. That's where they best fit. So we got to tack these in place. And then I have to tack this guy in place here. So this here will go basically right in there like so. Nice and flat. And be welded in there, nice and looking good. And then once these are tack welded in, I'll probably end up welding everything together, and then these will be put in last. So hopefully I'll get to that point today in this video of basically finishing up most of all the tacking together parts and to make sure this thing is sturdy. And then the hardest, well, the sucky part is grinding down all the welds, but we're gonna be welding inside and outside. So let's get started. Alrighty, so that's your basic form. Now this thing's not 100% welded together just yet, but I'm willing to bet she's sturdy as hell. Oh yeah, look at that. So that's basically what the final setup's gonna look like. As you noticed, these bars here pull this in and then go across to the back of this setup, not to the front or anything. Obviously, you know, if you want, since the nice thing about Move bumpers is their setups are very customizable. So if you don't like a certain way it's going, you can grind it down, redesign it a little bit, re-weld it, do whatever you want to make it look your own, which is one of the nice freedoms about move bumpers, to be honest, is that ability to kind of adapt as you're welding things together. As you know, I have move front and rear bumpers on this truck that I built myself. The front one my buddy Chandler helped me with. The rear one I did all by myself, and those things look great. I'll show you a little video of them here in case you did not see the last video or the move bumper videos, which I'll maybe link somewhere for you. But these are all pieced together and welded, ground down, welded and painted, and they've been holding up really well. Same with the rear bumper. So same with the rear bumper as well, holding up really well. I love move bumper stuff. I love it. So let's get back in here to the shop. So the next thing we need to do is basically, at this point, I'm going to weld up all the seams before I put the grates in. The grates are going to sit, I'll show you what the grates are going to sit like. They're going to sit kind of like this. So the grates are going to be in here like that. So they're going to sit basically, I guess basically like that. Maybe like, yeah, like that. I'll put them like that. But this is what they look like from the front. And they just get tacked into place, and that's all. Very simple. Oh, don't fall. Don't fall. Very simple grate setup, nothing crazy. You don't have to put these in if you don't want to. I've seen pictures of guys putting them in and then also putting it in the center as well. I don't want that in the center because this truck has full cameras inside of it. Front camera, inside facing camera, and a rear camera that you can't see that faces out the back. I want to be able to see with that camera out the back and not have anything blocking it per se. That's why I don't want the grate in the middle. Plus, you know, honestly, who doesn't want to see beautiful EGA back there? Who doesn't want to see that? You know what I mean? Everyone wants to see that shit. By the way, Marine Corps birthday's coming up November 10th. Freaking rock and roll, Semper Fi, to all my devil dogs out there. You all know who you are. It's gonna be a fun time. I'm excited. It's gonna be freaking great. But anyways, I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and weld this all together. Get these welds all done. Make this thing 100% solid, and then show you what it looks like when it's all welded together properly. So don't want to bore you with a whole bunch of more welding stuff. So you'll just come back basically after me taking a half an hour to do this, and you'll see what the final product kind of looks like before it gets all grinded down and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go do it, guys. Bad news, guys. I think we're done welding for the day. We're gonna move on to something else. I've gotten some done, as you can see, some of the welds done. Rate my welds 1 to 3 on the weld scale and let me know what you think. Now obviously these are all going to be grounded down. They're not going to look like this. I'm also welding on the inside too, so I'll be welding on the inside to reinforce that on the inside as well. But yeah, guys, rate it. But something's wrong with the welder. My good old MiG 140, yeah, a little MiG 115, 140, whatever the hell it is. I don't know, it's not feeding the wire anymore, so I have to rip this gun apart, see what's going on with it. So that kind of sucks, to be honest. Sorry, I wasn't planning on that to happen. Good thing is I've got most of this sturdy enough that I can trust moving it around and not breaking a weld or anything. So I know I can move it around a good bit. It ain't gonna go, oh, there's an ant. It's not gonna go anywhere, which makes me happy. So at least I'm at this stage. I just gotta one of these days fix my welder now and finish this thing up. So moving on. Well, there she sits. We're gonna let her sit here for a little bit. Had to go ahead and charge up. My GoPro thing was going dead. Just a short little video showing some more of the build on the Move headache rack. I know I didn't get a lot done today in this video on this thing, but we made a little bit of progress. Unfortunately, with the welder taking a dump, I don't know, I gotta fix the line or something with that. I don't freaking know. But with that taking a dump, it kind of screwed up my plan of making the video. But you guys will obviously be seeing more content on this move headache rack here. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Nice product, like I said in the last video, and you know, everything else. Can't really complain. It's a good little setup. Like I said, they make them for Ford, they make them for GM, and they make them for Chevy, and obviously, and Dodge. So they make them for every one of them. It's nice to now know that I know where those blocks go and how they operate and how they hold down the headache rack in this thing as well, which is, or in the headache rack to the truck as well. The other thing I want to do is I want to get rid of my box and get it in the bed box. That way, who is hitting me up? Oh. That way the box is not blocking or moved forward of that headache rack. I kind of want that headache rack to be open at the bottom and no box in back of it or in front of it, I would say. So I want to look for a box that'll sit inside the bed, that'll come up to the top of the bed, probably give me more room to store storm recovery equipment, chainsaw, stuff like that I need to do storm recovery work anyway. So regardless, hope you guys kind of enjoyed the video. I don't know what else to tell you. Go check out Move and buy some of their products and use my discount code to get some money off. Anything over, I think, like $4.95 or something. But I'll have that in the first link in the description down below. So check them guys out, guys. Other than that, I'm fucking done. I'm over it. Instagram, Diablo Formula Racing. Deuces.